Good afternoon. Today's the 1st of July and we're back on our series today of modern classics and what sort of classic cars can you find in this case for £5,000. I've already done £1,000 and £2,000 and today we're going to really splash out and see what we can find for less than £5,000. I've had a look at eBay and Auto Trader today, and these are cars which are within 50 miles of where I live in Eastleigh. They are cars that have done less than 100,000 miles. They're cars that aren't shown as being scrapped or stolen or written off. And they're not project cars. They're cars that you can get in because they've all got a valid MOT and turn the key and just enjoy. Some of them do need some work, but it's mainly relatively minor stuff, and most of them have some kind of service history. And thank you once again to Matt from Matt's Beamer for the inspiration behind this video. Let's get started. Before we get underway, it's just worth me saying that if you don't want to watch about 8 minutes of me just sitting in the back of my car looking at a laptop, then I suggest you click off now. I won't be able to show photographs of the actual cars in the video. I'll put the links in the description below, but you won't be seeing the actual pictures because I don't know how to edit those into a video yet. I'm going to have to learn that at some point. But if you don't want just to see me talking for the next few minutes, then I suggest you go and do something else because that is all you're going to see in this video. So the first car that I found for less than £5,000 is a very nostalgic car for me indeed. These are all cars that are between 1980 and 1999. This is a 1987 Austin Maestro. Sorry, it's an 88, I do apologise. 88 Austin Maestro 1.6 automatic. My grandfather had a vast number of these when I was younger. They weren't all exactly like this. He preferred manuals. This car's only done 34,000 miles from new. If this was a Mayfair or Vanden Plas, I'd be a lot more interested in this, but as it is, it's just a 1.6 automatic, so it's basically like an L. It's got an MOT until next May. It has a lot of service history. It's got a new water pump and a cam belt. This car is not perfect. It's got a Saki headliner. But yes, I mean, if this was a slightly better spec, this would be something I'd probably go around and try to stop myself not buying. But we'll discard that one straight away because it's just not quite, I think, what we're looking for today. We're looking for cars closer to the £5,000 mark. This one's 2,900. So I think of this as a bit of a bonus. And we'll move on to something that I think will probably be more appealing to more of you. So instead, because we've got this theoretical £5,000 to spend, let's up our budget and look at something a little bit more classy. How about a 1991 Ford Granada Gear X? This is lovely. It's only done, check the mileage here, 61,000 miles. It has got an MOT. It's got both original keys. Last service was about 2 months ago. Really nice specification. Not quite a Scorpio, but not far off. Original dealer plates and window stickers. Absolutely amazing. This is up for £4,500. It's also quite local to where I am, so I'm going to have to stop myself buying this. Yeah, it's only a 2 litre. It's not the most desirable model. Most desirable ones normally the Cologne V6 ones for these Granadas, but yes, very nice nevertheless. Something else that's got this kind of late 80s retro flavour is a 1986 Vauxhall Cavalier 1.8 convertible. This is a 1986 model, as I said. It's done 68,000 miles. It's up for £4,000, and it's got an MOT for about another year. It has got a degree of service history, I believe. It is a nice sort of red colour. All original MOTs, original books. Certainly the following for classic Vauxhalls isn't quite as strong as Ford's. but this is something to watch for the future, I think. One of the cars that I've noticed that's gone up a lot recently is the Jaguar XJS. And I've found a 1989 XJS V12 5.3 litre. This is a VHE model. It's done 73,000 miles from new. It's got a recent MOT. It's not a concours car by any means. It does have a little bit of rust on lower panels and a rear window. But yeah, it's looking ever so nice. It's had new front suspension and brakes. The colour is a sort of nice dark blue on this particular car. It's the sort of dark blue colour. If you want to see a really good review of an XJS, I recommend a High Peak Autos review from a month or so ago. Matt from High Peak Autos has very, very good reviews of some nice cars. He doesn't do too many classics, but he might be starting those with this. But yes, they used to be maybe £1,000 or £2,000 for a car like this. This one's now £4,500, so definitely an appreciating classic car for the future. Next we have something else rather interesting. This is a 1998 Fiat Barchetta. Now most of these were left-hand drive, this is no exception. It's done 58,000 miles from new. The wheels to me don't look standard, but the rest of the car looks very good. It's up for £4,900. It's got an MOT until August, and that looks clean enough. It's had 14 services. So it had plenty of them. It's got the red master key that was very important to have on 90s Fiats. And you want to make sure the hood obviously works properly on this car. There's no rips or tears in it and things like that. But yes, summer is definitely here, and this looks like a great car to enjoy the finest weather the country has to offer. Finally, a little something that I think Matt from Matt's Beamer will enjoy. This is a 1998, I believe, or is it a 99? Sorry, it's a 99 Porsche Boxster 2.5. It is a manual car. It's done 63,000 miles. It has a 12-month MOT and a 3-month warranty. That's nice. The car looks like it's in very good condition. It's got a personal plate on it as well. That's probably worth a bit of money. So yes, the Boxsters, again, these were cars that a few years ago you pick up for maybe £2,000. This is now started to go up quite a lot. Still relatively affordable though. It's definitely something to appeal to lots of people. The only thing about these is the Porsche prices are obviously quite expensive, but if you're buying a Porsche, then you would expect that. But yes, definitely something that I'm sure will tickle Matt's fancy. So I do hope you found that video to be informative. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you to all those, once again, who've subscribed recently. Tomorrow we'll be looking at probably more something along the lines of what I generally do when I look for cars for clients, sensible family cars for around £10,000. But don't forget to comment below and like the video, and don't forget as well to visit my website if you wish me to source a car for you. It can be one of these lovely classics, or it can be something altogether more standard. That's www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. I've also got a Facebook page, that is facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching.